Hi everyone, this is my third video on my channel. This video is gonna be more of like a better video than what my other two were. My second one, I really just can't explain it. I just wanted another video to be about. I was getting more views on my first one, which completely is a shock to me. I never expected to get that so many views. So whoever viewed it, if you're watching it right now, and my 4 subscribers, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you subscribing to my channel and watching my videos. It really means a lot to me. If you are in high school and you're watching my videos, I hope this helps you. And so I hope you get something out of this. But first of all, I want to say that high school, it completely changed throughout the whole 4 years. I had people close to me that passed away. I went through a dark and rough patch while I was in high school. That can be for another video some other time. I want to do more videos like this, definitely. But anyway, back on topic. I went into high school with so many best friends, as I would call them, and my freshman year I had so many of them. You know, they were my girls and we had so much fun together. But throughout high school you really do learn who is your true friend and who isn't. And honestly, I can say that I was one of those people who really found out really quickly who my true friends were and who wasn't. I never really was the type of person to like drama. I hated it. I hated, you know, just constantly being dragged into it and fighting and constantly, you know, being mad at someone or someone being mad at me over petty crap. And so I kind of just let those people go out of my life. Eventually, I was just done with it. I didn't want to deal with it anymore. And a lot of people are like that. A lot of people don't like drama. And if you do like drama, that's all for you. You keep doing what you like to do. So all those girls that just kept dragging me into drama, in and out every single day, like it was a non-stop every single day thing. And whether it was over boys or over stupid little stuff, it happened. And it happens a lot to girls, to guys, you know. And honestly, you really need to let those people go, because what good are they for you? They're really not. They're just making you stressed out. They're making you, you know, constantly on the edge, constantly, you know, thinking about all this stuff when you should be focusing on schoolwork, when you should be focusing on the main things in life that are good for you and that make you happy. And for a while, I didn't do that. For a while, I just was like, okay, you know, these are my friends, you know, it'll be fine, you know, we're all gonna be together after high school, and that's really not what happened. So I went into high school with so many friends. I could say probably about 13 or 15 of them. And I literally graduated with 2 best friends. No joke. I graduated with 2 best friends out of all those 15 girls. 2 of them were the ones that stuck beside me, and they are still my friends today. And I graduated in 2015, so I did graduate this year. And I still have many years to come to see, you know, who I'm gonna meet and who, you know, you never know. But from right now, those 2 girls are still my best friends. They're still there for me. I'm there for them. You know, we hang out when we can. We have jobs, you know, go to school and everything. So it is kind of tough. The second thing I want to talk to you about is a little advice for you. Is my experience with school is I did really good my freshman year and the beginning of my sophomore year. The end of my sophomore year is when something happened to me. I lost someone very close to me, and I went through a really rough patch, and a lot of people don't know that. If you do know me, and you are really close to me, then you do know what I went through and, you know, how I kind of overcame it and how I struggled with it. But if you don't know me, I did go through a really rough patch in high school. It was, you know, a lot of people. So towards the end of my sophomore year, I slacked off so much, and you know, in the beginning, in like my whole entire junior year, I slacked off, and my senior year, I really did slack off. And honestly, if I could go back, I would change that. You know, freshman year, yes, it does kind of come into play, like with your GPA and everything, but your junior year and your senior year are the two most important years out of high school you ever could have. Senior year, you have to apply for scholarships, apply for colleges, figure out if college is right for you, what college is right for you. You want financial aid, you want to do all that. Junior year, it's all about the tests, like your ACT and how good you do with your GPA and everything. And honestly, if you do really well your junior year and as you finish all of your classes, and your senior year will be a breeze, other than trying to find colleges and stressing out over that. You could easily go through your senior year with barely any classes. So I did have a lot of classes my senior year because I did slack off. And throughout my senior year, at the beginning, I wanted to go to college. I wanted to be a nurse. I wanted to become an RN. I did go through vocational school, and I got my CNA my junior year. So I was going to follow through with that my senior year. I did go into the nursing class, but throughout my senior year, I decided I wasn't going to go to college. College wasn't for me. You know, that's not what I wanted to do. So for a period of time, I was like, I'm not going to fill out any applications. I'm not going to fill out financial aid. I'm not going to fill out any scholarships because I'm not going to need it because I'm not going to go to college. And then at the very end of my senior year, I finally figured out that, you know, I needed to go to school. I needed to do, you know, all the things that I needed to do to become what I wanted to become. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm sure, you know, even though you may pick out a college and you may enroll to major in auto mechanics, but you really never know what you're going to end up with by the time you finish college. It could be something completely different than what you thought you were going to be. So I was pretty much screwed because everyone else was already receiving their scholarship money, their financial aid. Everyone was receiving everything. I did apply for a college. I did do that, and the only reason why I did that is because I didn't want to be the only person in our senior class to be without, to go without getting into a college. So I did do that, but that was pretty much the only thing that had to do with college that I did. So I advise you, even if you don't think you're going to go to college or maybe you even don't want to, just still try to apply to those scholarships because, hey, money is money. Whether, you know, because you really never know if you're going to go to college or not. And I was one of those people that, you know, I was going to go to college and then I absolutely was dead set on not going to college, and it really screwed me. I mean, yes, I can always apply for scholarships, you know, and always do that, but still, I would rather go back and do it while I had the help and I knew what I was doing, you know, and if I didn't, I had teachers or guidance counselors to help me out with what I planned on doing. And now, you know, it's kind of rough, you know, because college is a lot of money and you pretty much need all the money you can get. And also that comes in me back to saying, like, do the best you can, because the more you do the best you can, the more you try and the more you try to better yourself. Don't try hard in school just for the money or just to get through college. Do it also for yourself. Become a better you. make yourself feel better. Do it for you, because when you do it for yourself, it makes everything so much better. It makes it, it makes it mean something to you. It's not just, oh, I have to do this, or I'm not gonna get this money, or, they're gonna look at me and say, well, you really didn't try hard, so why should I let you come, or why should I pay for you to go to this school when I don't know if you're gonna try this hard and if you're gonna try good in school. Don't do it for, the money. Do it for yourself also, because, you shouldn't go through life doing anything not for yourself. You should do it for yourself. Another thing in high school, if I could go back, I would have gotten involved in so much stuff. I would have went to every single game that I could have. I would have done as many projects, decorated for homecoming. I would have stayed in cheerleading. I would have done all that stuff as much as you could, or as much as I could have done, I would have done. When I was in high school, I'm not gonna lie, I really did, worried me about what people thought about me. And to this day, it still kind of does. I think there's a little bit of that in everybody. That's why I didn't really do that much. That's why I really didn't get involved as much as I wanted to, or as much as I should have, because I was worried about what people would think about me if I did this or if I did that. And honestly, none of that is going to matter what people think about you, because when you graduate, trust me, all those people that were in your class, you will probably only hang out with a handful of people from your class, and you're not even going to hang out with them that often. So it doesn't matter. Like I said, do it for you. Do whatever you want to do despite what anybody has to say, because that's all that's going to count in the end. And you're going to look back on high school and you're going to think, and you're going to be like, well, I did everything I wanted to do, and there's nothing I would go back and change. Versus someone like me who wishes I could go back and change things, wishes I could do my senior year all over again, do my junior year all over again, and maybe things would be a whole lot different. But then again, I wouldn't be standing here in front of my camera making videos. So I don't know, it's just kind of how things work out. But just make sure whatever you do in life, you do it for yourself, and you make sure that it's something that makes you happy. Because if you're not happy, then it's not worth doing it. No job is worth doing it. And even if you get paid all the money in the world, if you're not happy with it, then obviously it's something that you shouldn't be doing. Another thing is you should really appreciate the teachers who get on to you about grades, because there was a lot of teachers that I had that I appreciate so much, that helped me out so much. My agriculture teacher was the best agriculture teacher I could ever ask for, and he's still at the high school in agriculture my freshman year. I was really excited about doing it. I really wanted to. It's really shy. I was the shy girl. I was one of them who I didn't like talking in front of people. I didn't like looking someone in the eye when I talked to them. I never did that. And I remember freshman year, he would make us do the FFA poem. I don't know what it's called. But he made us recite that, and he made us stand one by one in front of the classroom and do it. And obviously, I was really nervous to do it, but Mr. Vessels made us do that all the time throughout our freshman year. And he really got me out of my shell. He definitely going through his class made me open up, made me break out of my shell, made me not be shy anymore, made me I'm able to talk to people now. I'm able to look them in the eye when I talk to them. I'm able to talk to, a room full of people and not, I'm still going to be nervous, but I'm able to do it without looking down and, focusing on them. Things that I really appreciate is even though he may not have known that he was helping me out with this stuff, but he was. And a lot of the teachers that are hard on you about grades, I had one teacher that I wasn't even in his class. I just took kind of like a free period that we had with him. And he always got on to me if I had a bad grade. He'd always get on to me every single day about it until I brought it up. And you know, it makes you happy that someone cares. Even if you're not in their class every day, it makes you happy that someone like that still cares and they want to see you do good and they want to see you go farther. You know, a lot of kids think that teachers just graduate and get out of there and move on so they can move on, and that's not true. I mean, some teachers may do that, but not every one of them are like that. Some teachers are really nice and they really do care about you. And it frustrates me so much that a lot of students hate school and a lot of students hate their teachers or hate being in the school that they're in. You know, education is education. It's going to be different everywhere you go, I realize that, but there is a lot of great teachers at the high school that I went to. And like I said, if you're somebody that watches my videos and you go to the same high school that I went to, you should realize that you do have a lot of great teachers. And, you know, not all of them meant well, but most of them did. And I had a pretty good time in high school. You know, I'm not saying my high school was a drag, because it wasn't. I had good times and I had bad times. Academically, I wish I could go back and change certain things. Pretty much like it. I mean, high school is what you make it, and it is what you make it. And so many people are like, when I graduate, I'm not gonna care. I'm not gonna want to come back. I'm not gonna miss it. But I don't care who you are. You will miss being in high school. Wherever you go, wherever you end up, you're gonna look back and you're gonna miss high school. Even if you had the best time ever and everything was great the entire time, you're still gonna look back and miss it, because the adult world doesn't suck, but it's not that great either. Like, when you're in high school, it's like, you know your routine every single day. You know you have to go to school. You rely on school. You know you go there every single day. Into the adult world, you don't have that same routine unless if you are going and having a responsibility to something. You know, I wish also in high school they would teach us how to do all that stuff, because people do struggle, and even if you know a lot of things or you did really well in high school, everyone struggles. And when you get out of high school and you have to pay all these bills and you get overwhelmed because you're stressed, because you know you're working all the time, you don't have a social life because you have to work so you can make this money to pay these bills, it sucks and it stresses you out. And it does kind of make you want to give up, but don't give up. If you have a dream, shoot for the stars and go after it, because like I said, anything you do in this world, make sure it makes you happy. Make sure it's everything you ever wanted for yourself. If you're happy, you're happy. That's all that really matters in life. Enjoyed it. Don't forget to like my videos. Comment what kind of videos you want me to do. If you're struggling with a specific thing in high school or in life, in day-to-day, comment below. You can follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. They should be somewhere on my channel, the links to those. Ask me anything. Ask me whatever you're interested in, what you want me to do, and I will be sure to make a video about it. And don't forget to subscribe. So thanks, guys.